Yeah.
So, couple of follow-ups before I show you you like jazz. First, the Sea of Pirates is one of the seven peripheral seas of the Great Western Ocean. It is bounded by the Green Sea in the east, the southern polar region in the south, the Great Western Ocean in the west, the Perusian Peninsula in the northwest, and the Thenorian Peninsula in the north. This is some sort of fandom for the Kingdom of Pyrrhus.
God, man, I wish I could have heard you say that all in Stanley Tucci's voice for some reason.
Holy shit. You know what? Before I get to the other two things, this is just like a absolute perfect segue.
Hey everybody!
I don't know, probably for no reason.
No,
Um,
I mean, that was a high thought right there,
yeah.
live.
Oh, did you get your Stanley Tucci voice ready? Or
Oh, no. I mean, that's the best I can do right now. I need to study it a little.
yeah, I think maybe you do.
So the high thoughts, do you have one?
Uh, yeah, you start.
Okay. Do you want a short one, a semi long one where there's a, a little something I noticed while I was pretty high while I was in the grocery store? Um,
Okay.
and then one of them is just something about because I misspelled haha. So
You got to choose
yeah,
your own adventure.
I gotta.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
yes, yes.
What is your short?
I've got. Yeah, I've got a short one. So you give me one of your short ones, and I'll give you one of my short ones.
Giggity.
Okay, so this is the text one. I was replying to somebody, and I put instead of ha ha, I put ha ah, and then I thought to myself, when you type ha ha but misspell it ha ah, how would you imagine someone laughing like that in real life? Like how would that sound? How would you sound that out?
Oh,
And
do you want us to
I
try?
started. Well, I was starting to look at it, and I was like, ha ah. It just started thinking of it's
That was
real
your first.
weird, real like
Because
all of a sudden his heart.
I was thinking like it would be like an inverse thing, like ha.
Oh yeah, okay. I was just I said the way I sounded
You
it
know.
out. Somebody gets like punched. Ha ah! Punched in the
So
stomach
in your scenario, he's laughing at something,
and he
and
gets
before he
punched.
gets to the second ha, he gets punched in the gut. Ah.
Ha ah!
I tried to combine both of them. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
that was
no, that's
wrong.
okay.
Mm-mm,
But
mm-mm.
that was my
I
thought.
like
I don't
that.
know why I
What?
thought about that.
How would you? Do you want to take a stab at that? You got a
That
ha
was
ah.
mine. Mine was really ha
Oh, Chris,
ah.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So what I would think of is
Yeah, how would you interpret that?
so Back to the Future, George's laugh, right? Ah, ah, ah.
Oh, geez. Oh, man, I
Yes,
didn't even think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's the first thing
man.
that popped in. Ah, ah.
See, mm.
Oh, man, I remember my grandfather was married to this woman, and she laughed. She would go, "Oh! Oh! Oh!
Whoa, that's
Oh!
intense.
Oh! Oh!" And I was just like, "Oh, God, man." And she would overdo it all the time.
Like Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, yeah, she would
Hmm.
she would do like Jimmy Fallon. "Hey, I'm Jimmy Fallon. I'm here. I'm here too, guys."
Mm. Yikes. Uh, that's a fantastic one. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And I think that's a fun one to bounce off of other people, right? Because
Yeah.
we had all three different interpretations.
Right.
So
I think
hey,
Chris wins
uh,
again.
if you, yeah, we'll just have all of our thousands of fans, just kind of record yourself doing your interpretation of it, and then we'll play them all back
That
to
would be
back
amazing.
next
Back
week.
to back.
Ugh.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly,
Back to me.
exactly. So, mine, I do not remember where this came from at all, and it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And it just says J. Crew, but vulgar J. Crude.
What? What are you saying?
Hang
You
on.
saw that somewhere?
Nope. This was the thought that I had. J. Crew, but vulgar J.
Jay
Crude,
Crude.
right? And then I had follow-up thoughts, which was, what do they even do? And then I said bedding, clothing, and then I couldn't remember what J. Crew even did, right? They do
So
like
they do
both of those
clothes.
things, right?
They do
And
clothes.
okay, so then what is vulgar clothes?
I mean, I can
know.
tell you the first thing that popped into my head when you said that.
Okay, good.
Go.
So you've been into, like, you remember Abercrombie and Fitch, right? You'd go in and they had these posters of like beautiful people, like half naked.
Yeah.
It would be like
Yeah.
overweight people, like taking shits on the toilets. All, just that kind of stuff.
The ad for the
Yes.
ad
J.
for the pants.
Crude.
The ad for the shorts or the pants.
The butt crack.
Is a butt crack,
Mhm.
or like the bottom of a stall with the pants falling down.
Around the ankles.
Yes.
That's how they do all their
That's the ad,
marketing.
and it's black and white, and it's like serious.
It's like perfectly, yeah, it's beautiful, black and white, but just horrible.
J. Crew.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, that's the. It is. Oh, is it CRUDE or CREWED?
Oh, no. I wrote CRUDE.
Okay,
But
so
I mean, that's a really good question.
Oh,
though,
for
you know?
sure.
That's
So
why
like the
yeah.
crudes, like the animation, the crude, J. Crude.
Uh-oh. Oh,
It's the
no.
man,
caveman.
who would have ever thought the fucking Crudes would come up tonight? Man, I've never even seen that movie.
Oddly enough,
I just know Nick Cage does a voice.
I've seen
on it.
both of them.
hey, oddly enough, I was looking at the betting odds on the pre-show, and that if you bet on that,
Oh,
you
really?
got a shit ton of
Wow.
money. Yeah.
50,000.
Yeah. I mean, if you put in $5, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how big of a return that was.
Go buy some stonks, everybody. Stonks, everybody.
Go buy some stonks before the stonk market just disappears.